39, 4, and 3.
All right, it is fight time here on Showtime from the Texas Station Gambling Hall and Hotel in Las Vegas. Undefeated Jermell Charlo and Francisco Santana scheduled to go 8 rounds in a junior middleweight matchup. Here now, our ring announcer, Jake Gutierrez.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Texas Station Gambling Hall and Hotel here in the Fight Cup of the World, Las Vegas, Nevada, as Golden Boy Promotions, in association with Tecate, Cerveza con Carácter, AT&T, get it faster with 4G, rethink possible. Texas Station Gambling Hall and Hotel and Showtime present professional boxing for your enjoyment. Our 3 judges scoring this next bout will be Robert Hoyle, Patricia Morris Jarman, and C.J. Ross. The referee in charge of the action is Tony Weeks. This upcoming bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior middleweight division. Introducing first, he'll be fighting out of the blue corner. He entered the ring wearing the white trunks, and he weighed in at 154 pounds. His professional record stands at 12 victories, only 2 defeats with 1 draw, with 6 wins by knockout. Coming to us from Santa Barbara, California, ladies and gentlemen, here is Francisco Santana. And his opponent across the ring, he fights out of the red corner. He's wearing black trimmed red and gold, and he weighed in at 153.5 pounds. He is unbeaten as a professional. 15 victories, no losses, 7 big wins by knockout. From Houston, Texas, introducing the undefeated Jermell Charlo.
Okay, gentlemen, you both received your instruction in your dressing room. Okay, right here is good, anything below is low. Right here is good, anything below is low. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times, above all, protect yourselves at all times. Let's go.
As we look at the tail of the tape with these two, one thing to think about, Santana comes in at 154, but he says he's best at welterweight and will be going down to 147. So tonight, advantage Charlo. And the rules tonight, they're the ABC rules. No standing 8, no 3 knockdown. Only the referee can stop the fight. Can't be saved by the bell in any round. The accidental foul, if the fight is stopped before the end of 4, no decision. After that, we go to the cards.
And so we thank you for joining us on Showbox to wrap up a good Sports Friday. Brewers beat the Arizona Diamondbacks in extra innings. St. Louis beat Philadelphia 1-0. Both those teams advanced to the National League Championship Series. And now we've got Jermell Charlo and Francisco Santana opening up our card here from Las Vegas.
And we can already see the 2 keys to this fight. Santana, pressure, pressure, pressure. And Charlo, jab, jab, jab.
Well, this will be an interesting style matchup from the beginning. Santana told us he is a notorious slow starter, while Charlo wants to get more busy tonight.
And the amateur experience is actually very similar. Both guys turned pro very young, so their amateur experience was pretty much only the Junior Olympics, not against the big boys of the amateur game. And pro experience, Santana has been a pro a little bit longer, but Charlo's 4 more rounds. And Santana hasn't been all that busy.
Well, the two come out trying to figure each other out here. Measure their way through this first round. Santana being more aggressive as Charlo on the run, but Charlo fighting right back. Maybe moving backwards, but he's still throwing punches along the way.
Charlo handlers in the fighters meeting felt that he works better when he's under pressure because he reacts, and then the natural fighter comes out of him. So we'll see if he can stop this pressure by Santana.
Santana staying in close, tying up Charlo in the corner.
Stop. Let him go. And the pressure and the punching of Santana, it's actually a double-edged sword because it's his only way to win. But Charlo likes to counter, as Antonio indicated, and that's probably Charlo's best bet. So who imposes his will may determine who the winner is.
This is one of those fights where Charlo's simply trying to keep his record unbeaten and stay perfect, and continue moving up the ladder, while Santana is just trying to keep his career intact.
And you see Charlo coming with a very crisp jab, and you see him working off the jab with the hook, which he feels is his best punch, the jab. It can dictate and control the fight defensively as well as offensively.
Well, he's got the jab and the straight left working, trying to keep some distance, but takes a couple of punches while backed up against the rope from Santana.
Santana keeps his guard very high, Antonio. Does that make it more difficult to jab successfully?
Well, I mean, not necessarily, because sometimes you have to fight tall. But in this match, you know, he's pretty much the same size. He looks like he's lower than his opponent. But no, not standing tall. I don't believe so. You can throw a jab from many angles.
Ashley, let him go.
Well, Santana kept up the pressure in the first round. Charlo seemed to answer it. And we're into round one of the scheduled 8-round bout. What do you think their strategy was for this evening? You don't have to think, just ask. Starting with Charlo.
Get him backing up. That's the main thing. Get him backing up, going backwards, and applying more pressure to him. I know they think that I'm moving around a lot, so, you know, I have a plan A, a plan B, just like every other fighter does. So, you know, my strategy is just going to back him up and lay him out. I've been in tough fights before. I've been in many tough fights before. I've fought against undefeated fighters who I've been the underdog, and once again tonight I'm an underdog. But so I know what that's like, and I've been in deep waters, and I know how to fight through it. And I think that's going to play a factor.
Santana talked about being a young fighter, being an underdog before, and he has been his last couple of fights as he's come into this one. The underdog, and Santana wasn't always one. He was one of those young prospects, won, 12 of his first 13 fights, got KO'd in the 14th, and didn't really know what to do with his career after that. Actually quit boxing for about 15 months before coming back at the beginning of this year.
The punch Santana needs to land is his left hook. He's got a really nice left hook, but he throws it short, he throws it sweet. He's got to be close to throw it, and right now he's not applying enough pressure to get close.
No, it looks like this is going to be a fight where he's going to have to apply pressure, make the fight, so to speak.
Yeah, that's definitely, excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off. That's definitely the style that he's going to need. But it seems like now he's a little bit tight. You know, he's throwing punches, but he doesn't seem to have his balance. It seems like he's letting his hand go, but with no serious direction.
Stop.
Charlo seems to be more comfortable to sit back and wait for Sanchez to come to him. Or Santana, pardon me. Good combination thrown by Charlo there.
For a 6-foot junior middleweight, Charlo moves really nicely. He's got quick hands and quick feet.
Very good lateral movement both sides. Takes a shot in the ribs. But now, pressed up against the ropes. Here, Santana tries to apply the pressure we saw him come out with in the opening round.
Yeah, Charlo's been caught right around the ropes 2-3 times already. And that's something he has to stay away from because he was totally square and easy to hit when he was against the ropes.
Yeah, that's one thing a young fighter needs to learn in the gym. You know, don't go back straight, stand straight up. When your back is against the rope, that's a good time to get your knees up under you and bend, so you'll have leverage if you're able to counter the guy that's coming forward.
Tony Leach wakes him up again. Final minute of the second round. Santana trying to work the body, but takes a couple of blows to the head while doing so. This has been where Santana's been most effective, when he can get Charlo against the ropes, but he can't keep him that long as Charlo fights his way off yet again.
Young legs.
One of the few right hands we've seen Charlo throw tonight. Catches him with the left. Maybe that's why he's not throwing any right. You're that effective with the left hand, why bother? Another left hook connects. And a good finish to round 2 from both fighters.
keep out, kick him out, let him out slow. And that's it. The only advantage this guy is going to have when you sit on these ropes is just let him throw punches at you. Okay? Don't give up down. What's happening is when you set up inside, take a little bit for me. When you set up inside, then he's trying to drop those real quick when you set your hands up. So make sure you're nice and tight before you let those hands go, all right? Beautiful work that round. Beautiful work.
Action from round two. Jermell Charlo is a very fast fighter. That right uppercut, I've seen that on tape a few times from him. That's an excellent punch of his. And while he's effective there, that is not where he wants to be. You heard Ronnie Shields, one of the top trainers in boxing, say, only way he can compete with you is if you're against the ropes. That's where Charlo was in that replay.